สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Be My Guest and you're with me สดชื่นลิมเกรียงไกร Today we are at อำนวยสิน School talking to the F1 in Schools team which participated in this year competition which is the Pursuit Racing team. Let's hear more about it from the team members and the teachers. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for joining us today. First of all, can you introduce to us yourselves, please?
My name is Siwakon Chinpong Suwan or Pukao. I'm the lead engineer and the graphic designer of Pursuit Racing.
Okay.
And my name is Kelvin Sisilapawong or Kelvin. I'm the manufacturing engineer of the
I
team.
see. So we can see here that your team is Pursuit Racing. Can you tell us what it means here?
Pursuit Racing represents our persistence mindset to always persevere against adversity and to always try to be the best of ourselves.
Okay. So can you tell us about the competition that you were involved in?
So the F1 in School STEM Challenge is a challenge created for all the teenager and youngster in the world to compete and compete against each other with their STEM knowledge and not only STEM knowledge but all the marketing and financial knowledge also.
I see. So how long has this competition been around?
14 years.
For 14 years. And have you participated? For how long have you participated in this competition?
For me, it's the second time. I joined in 2017 and last year was my second time.
I see. What about you?
For me, it's my first time this year.
I see. So where was the World Finals for 2018 held?
It was held in Singapore.
Okay. And how many teams were there in this competition?
50 teams.
50 teams from all around the world?
From 26 countries.
Okay. Can you give us some examples of the country that participated?
The United States, Germany, Malaysia, China. There's a lot of countries.
I see. Wow. So it should be a very challenging competition here. So half of your team here are engineers. And as you guys are engineers here, can you tell us about the car that you've used to compete in this competition?
Okay, so this is our World Finals 2018 car that competed last September.
This is the actual car?
Yes, this is one of the actual cars.
Okay, I see. So what is the inspiration behind the design here?
Our final design went through many iterations, and I think the most notable features of this car is the shape here. This is inspired by the box fish, a concept called by mimicry, which is the imitation of elements found in nature to try to solve a complex problem.
I see. So what do you take into consideration before you design this car? What are the factors?
The aerodynamic features is probably one of the most important ones. So it depends. It would affect how fast the car will go on the track, and the endurance, the structural integrity of each component. For example, the front wing, need to design in a way that it wouldn't break when it hits the deceleration system.
So what is it made from, and what about the size and the weight? Is there, any rules or regulations that it has to be this size, this weight, or anything like that?
So the material is called the polyethylene foam. The regulations say that the car cannot be weight less than 50 grams.
Okay.
Because for every team to have their car at the minimum weight is the best choice, because the lighter the car, the faster it will go.
Of course. I see. So can you tell us about the manufacturing process of this car? Of course, you came up with the design and everything. So how do you manufacture it, and what was the process?
Well, it starts off with the body of the car. So the body itself is actually made of the foam I mentioned earlier. But there are also some components like the rear wing and the front wing that is manufactured using other methods, such as, excuse me. So the rear wing, for example, is made out of the nylon, and then the front wing is made out of plastics from 3D printers.
I see. So this car is made from a 3D printer, I assume.
So different components of the car are made from with different methods. For example, the body is CNC'd with a machine similar to that one over there.
Okay.
For example, the front wing and the rear wing was 3D printed with something like that.
Okay, I see. So everything is everything is built here in the school, or do you outsource anything?
We outsource the wheels because
Okay.
it requires extreme precision, which
I
our skill machine wouldn't be able to do.
I see. So concerning the design of the car here, did you receive any advice from your parents or teachers or engineers?
We met with aerospace engineers
Okay.
from Nook Airline to discuss the drag and aerodynamic feature of the car. Other teachers, Mr. Eccles, also gave us a lot of advice on the manufacturing and the design of the car as well.
I see. So how did the car do at the race here? How did it work over there?
So how the car function is we put the fuel in, which is the CO2 cartridge. So how it works is when we press the start button, the machine will pop out the cartridge and then allows the car to accelerate forward.
I see. I see. What were the results, the overall results for the world finals?
We are sixth place overall, fourth fastest car, and second best time overall, second best total time for the car.
I see. So I have to ask you here, compared to last year, so how is the car different this year?
It's really different. We redesigned the whole thing from the beginning, and it definitely performed a lot better than last year.
I see. So how do you guys feel about the results here? Are you happy with it?
I think we are quite satisfied compared to last year because out of the 50 team last year, we end up in the 38th place. But then this year, there's a huge improvement and we obtained the 6th place, which is also the best in Asia because we are the highest Asian team to reach.
I see. Well, congratulations for
Thank you.
that, for both of you here and the team. So lastly here, since it's a big competition with so many different countries here, what lessons have you learned from this competition?
We learned a lot from this competition. Mostly it's just about meeting the challenges of living as adults, how to work in a corporate environment, working as a business entity to establish links with sponsorship. Those are
Yes.
things apart from the engineering side.
Yes. And what about you?
For me, it's a lot to do with time management skills and
Definitely.
my schedule because me who study in the Thai science track have to really manage my time because the world final itself is actually very close. Actually, on the schedule, it's the same day as my final exams.
Oh, wow.
So I have to do a little talking with the teachers to let me take the exam early.
I see. So it's more about time management here,
Yeah, for
of
me.
course. I see. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this segment. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing with us your experience. ขอบคุณค่ะ
ขอบคุณครับ
Welcome back to the second break of Be My Guest. Now we are talking to the rest of the team of Pursuit Racing. สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you for joining us today. First of all, can I ask you to introduce yourself and your responsibilities?
So my name is Titirasi Sadapachai and my nickname is Huey. I'm the social and PR manager of Pursuit Racing.
Okay.
My name is Tara Hanat Saha. I am the financial manager.
Okay.
I'm Ekapat Tamakon. I'm the marketing manager.
Okay. So besides from the racing part, which we already talked with your engineers, you also had to form your own enterprise here. So can you tell us what were the activities that you had to do for this section of the team?
Well, we had to raise sponsorship. It's basically like an F1 team,
Okay.
which has to raise sponsorship, do the PR and social media, and also contacting third parties to help distribute our press release and also make events.
I see. It's kind of a major thing to contact, big companies to ask for sponsorships here. So how did you approach them? What did you say to them?
So basically, we had just to make a sponsorship prospectus, and then
Okay.
we had to find the contact details, the telephone number, the email, and then we sent it right to them. And we tried to follow up and try to organize a presentation.
I see. So talking about the social media efforts here, what did you have to do?
So So we have our Facebook, website, Instagram, and Twitter, which we share updates basically about our team, our progress, so that we give not only our sponsors more trust, but we also give the fans like insights to what we're actually doing and telling them where we are right now.
I see. So how long did you have to be active on the different platforms, before leading up to the actual race?
So because we had competed last year, we already had the base platform for last year. So we continued for about like 6 months.
Okay,
Until
prior
the
to
race,
the actual race here. Okay, so can you tell us more about your sponsors here? Who are your sponsors?
Well, our major sponsors, our biggest sponsor is Bangkok Bank.
Okay.
And there's PTT, Insight Telco, others.
Bangkok Airway, Jorke Corporation, Pira Circuit, CDC, which is a school from London. There's CP Meiji, there's PTA, the school's alumni.
And Thai Star Shipping.
Wow, that's a lot of sponsors and big names. So once you approach your sponsors and they agreed to sponsor you guys here, so who managed the funds after they gave you the money and everything?
Well, Amnoisin School's finance department, they opened up an account for us. So the sponsors would transfer the amounts into that account, and from there we kept track of our revenue and expenses in a financial record. And we had lots of help. We had a financial advisor, and once again I have to really thank the Amnoisin finance department.
I see. So, in addition to sponsors, you also had other forms of support here. So what kind of supports did you receive?
Well, we had advisors and collaborators that, for instance, Brand Now, which is a PR company. Well, anyway, they helped us learn more about marketing and how to do it to catch people's eyes.
Okay, I see. So once you handed in your enterprise and marketing reports and race your cars, what else did you have to do in the World Finals?
We constructed our pit display, and we also gave a verbal presentation to the judges as well.
Okay, so what did you have to say during the verbal presentation? That do you have to introduce your car, or what do you have to do there?
Well, we had to tell them about our journey as a team and the different aspects of the competition that we've covered, like as you said, the car, and also the business.
I see. So how did you feel during that presentation? Of course, excitement was there, but what else did you feel? Like, was there like pressure or anything like that?
I actually thought it was fun.
Was it? Maybe you were born to be a presenter. And so your team also was the best performing Asian team for 2018, and you're representing Thailand for the second time. How did it feel to be representing Thailand, as there are many countries there?
For me, I feel like it's an honor to represent Thailand, and also to make the world know that Thailand is a great country, and we have good people, and we have great skills.
Okay.
Same for me. It was a real honor, and I couldn't be happier that I received this opportunity.
Yeah.
Prior to the flight, I didn't think I was going to be that excited about this competition because I've had many activities at school, but this is like completely different, and I really enjoyed the time I had there.
Did you face any problems or challenges?
In the competition, we had a problem with the pit display because it was manufactured too big and too perfect. So we didn't have
perfect.
Yes.
Is there such thing as too perfect?
Like it was a
not really.
perfect fit. So
We didn't have a safety margin, so when we tried to push it inside, it didn't work, and we just
So what did you
tried
do? It
so
was like a
much.
last minute thing.
Yes.
Also, what did you do?
We persisted and we asked the judges that can we like adjust the frame, and they said yes without losing any marks. So we did that and tried to push it in, and finally we got it in.
Okay, so lastly, question for all three of you. So what did you learn from this competition, from participating in this competition? Let's say start from you.
I learned marketing skills, contacting sponsors, sending emails, following up, and also maintaining a good relationship with everyone.
I see.
I learned how to manage revenue and expenses, and I also learned that I have to work on my communication because, well, good communication makes a good team. So you just have to make sure that everyone's getting the right message.
Okay.
I learned to be more responsible with everything I do, regardless of how important it is.
Yes.
And I also learned to manage my time better because I'm in year 12 now and I'm going to go to university. So this is a really good opportunity for me to see if I'm ready or not.
I see. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this segment. Congratulations again for the team, and thank you for joining us and telling us your experiences. ขอบคุณค่ะ Welcome back to the program. Now we are with the parents and teachers of the Pursuit Racing team, and we will hear more about their perspective about the team. สวัสดีค่ะ
สวัสดีครับ
Thank you for joining us. First of all, let me ask you to introduce yourselves and your profession and your role in the team.
My name's David Eccles. I'm a design and technology teacher here at Amnoy Sin, and I was the lead adult with the team, which involves advising and supporting as necessary.
Okay.
I'm สุรพงษ์อู่ดมยิ่ง I'm a businessman and I'm a father of a member of the team.
Okay.
My son has been in this program for 2 years
Okay.
since last year. This year he's a team manager. His name is Kor Ooh Dom Ying. Now he's in England in the UK.
I see. So the questions for you here. What does F1 in schools mean to you as a teacher?
For me, as a teacher of design and technology, it brings my subject to life. For the students, I think the benefits are that it allows them to practically apply the skills and knowledge in mathematics, science, and technology to engineer an exciting solution
Okay.
as a racing car.
I see. Is there any specific kind of student that you would say is perfect for the program?
No, I wouldn't say there is one specific ideal student because
Okay.
there are plenty of skills that are applied to complete the project. I would say it's essential for some of the team members that they have a genuine interest in designing and engineering, but for other students it would be a genuine interest in business or
Yes.
marketing or advertising. But whoever applies to be a team member in the project, they must be good team workers,
Okay.
have good communication skills, be organised, good planners, and overall have the desire to succeed.
I see. So as a parent here, and your son also participated in the team here, how do you think it benefits your child?
It's everything. It's like Mr. Eccles says, it's not just about the theory or the knowledge on the mathematics or physics. It's everything. So you're a team member. You have to learn all like business part, the marketing part, and the engineering part. So everything all together. And that's what now they call the hard skill. They also learn the soft skill, how to work with people, with the sponsor, with their
Yes.
colleagues, and the life skill, how to encounter like failure, disappointment. So they learn a lot of things.
I see. So you already mentioned that the kids had to go through a lot. They had to go through marketing, they had to go to design, the process, and they had to approach sponsors. So can you comment about their commitment and efforts during, this competition?
The strength of these kids are their passion. They are very passionate about the program, about the F1 in schools. So they are very determined in everything they do, like the sponsorship.
Yes.
Even with the parents, help with the connection, just tell them who to go to talk to. But it doesn't mean that it will all be success. They have to present themselves. They have to show what that they really want to do it, and they can do it. They can accomplish whatever they want to do. So that doesn't mean that every connection we give and they just easily get it like that. So they have to really show their determination on it, and they create their own marketing. Like they go to Panya game, which is online game on the application, mobile application, which is we know nothing about. It's come from the kids.
I see. So basically, you just lead the way,
Yeah.
and the success comes because of their efforts and commitment.
Yes, that's correct.
I see. So, talking about Amnoy in School, this is the second year that you participated in the competition. So, can you tell us a little bit about last year?
Last year, very stressful time. We were approached by F1 in Schools Thailand, who'd been around a number of schools asking if anybody could put together a team to compete in the World Finals.
Okay.
And we only had about 3.5 months to prepare.
Wow,
So starting
it's a short
from
period of
scratch,
time.
very short, because we knew nothing about it. But luckily for us, a few of the students took it on board. I myself, as a teacher, know it's kind of the Olympic Games of STEM competitions. And so I wanted the school to be involved, and I wanted to be involved as
Yeah.
well. So when taking it on board, the students kind of lived F1 in Schools for 3 months and put together a very successful team and a great end product. We were lucky to be awarded with 3 different prizes. We won the Best Newcomer Award.
Wow.
We won the Design Technology Challenge, which basically is all the 50 teams are given a design situation,
Yeah.
and they must engineer a 3D mathematical model on a computer. And it was for an F1 safety device, like the new Halo.
Very
if you're into them.
complicated.
It is very complicated, and they made an animated 3D model, and it won them first prize. So
Wow.
that was great. The other team, Team Dejo, they won the Best Newcomers, and Pursuit also won the Best Website. So
I
3
see.
prizes out of 24 in the first year, a very successful year.
Definitely.
And compliments to the students. They put in a lot of hard work to achieve that success.
Yeah, especially in the time of like 3.5 months. It's
Yeah.
nothing
Correct,
basically to prepare anything.
It isn't, but coping with stress is another life skill, so they've acquired
True.
that one. Yeah.
I see. So what about this year here? Can you talk about this year's, preparation and things that lead up to the competition?
Yeah, sure. I mean, last year, obviously, you learn a lot the first time you do anything.
Of course.
And obviously, the mistakes were ironed out. They had a longer time period to put together a very professional product. I think they made great strides. Obviously, they finished in the top 10 this year.
Yes.
They had the 4th fastest car in the world, just one, was it 6,000ths of a second from being the fastest car on the planet. So that is obviously a phenomenal achievement.
Of course.
So and all the other elements of the project, the marketing, the verbal presentation, the uniforms, everything was a lot better. So that enabled them to finish 6th overall out of 50 teams in the world. So obviously very pleased for the team and their success.
So will you plan to continue for next year as well?
Definitely. The school obviously now has first-hand experience of what a great method for learning F1 in schools is. So recently the school has made a substantial investment in equipment, over 2 million baht.
Okay.
You've seen some of the machines behind us.
Looks very professional.
It's modern industrial technology that's being applied here in school. So now the school has the capability to not only design and manufacture and test and race their cars here in school, where we had to have it manufactured outside in the previous 2 years. So that will make it more accessible for all the students. And the plan is now within the school is we need to have mass participation.
Yes.
It can't just be for a couple of select teams. So now we have the equipment here. All the students in primary year 6 will undertake the F1 challenge. It's a reduced content one. It's not as complicated as the World Finals. So all the students in primary year 6 and all the students in year 9 secondary will all complete the F1 in Schools challenge. So they all have the opportunity to develop a car which could win the Thai national champions and then possibly move on and compete in the World Finals.
Right. So lastly here, the questions for both of you. So would you recommend this program to other students and why?
Definitely recommend it to other students. It is a great learning tool. Life skills, as mentioned by Pro earlier on, are acquired, and they can be applied in any chosen career. Whether you go into engineering or marketing, whatever it is, they're useful throughout your entire life. It's exciting. It brings to life mathematics and physics, which some students might think are a little bit boring, but when you see how they're applied in a real world activity, it makes all these lessons more understanding why you are actually doing that, is to actually practically apply it. And obviously if you do compete, one day you could be representing Amnoi Sin and Thailand at the World Finals in Texas or whatever the F1 race is. So hopefully it will inspire what Pursuit and Dejo have done in the last 2 years, will inspire all the students in the school to apply themselves and trying to become Thai champions and world champions.
I see. And what about you as a parent?
Definitely. It brings theories to life. They learn everything beyond the classes, and this can be a very good portfolio for a university and also in the future career. So this is like it's an Olympics. So it's a big thing when you submit, when you go to university. You can put this, and everyone knows it. It's very abroad. When you go abroad, they will know.
A final word on the achievement.
Yes.
Not many people know this, in fact, only me.
Okay.
But the CEO of F1 in Schools, Mr. Andrew Denford, came over to me and whispered into my ear. He said, "Tell the team they've done fantastically. Any team that gets in the top 10 in under 2 years, it's a phenomenal achievement. So they should be commended for their success."
For sure. It's, a lot of effort and takes a lot of commitment from the students and, let's say, advisors and parents as well to reach to that point there. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have for this segment. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing your experiences.
I enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank you. ขอบคุณค่ะ
Thank you. ขอบคุณครับ
Pursuit Racing Team participated F1 in schools and achieved wonderful results, coming best in Asia. It did not come easy. They need to put in a lot of commitment and effort to achieve this achievement. Hopefully, this would inspire the younger generations to participate in this program. And that's all the time we have for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. See you again next time. สวัสดีค่ะ